Hello everyone, my name is Glenn George, and today I'm going to be delivering you a book delivery on A Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes is arguably the world's most famous detective. Today, many people know his name from the cinematic universe by the likes of Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch. However, the true genius behind the creation of the amazing detective is Arthur Conan Doyle. The Study in the Scarlet is the first of four novels that marks Holmes' first appearance. It was introduced by Doyle back in 1887. The novel follows a mysterious string of deaths that seem to be occurring all over London with no apparent connection. With the help of his newfound acquaintance, Dr. Watson, Holmes must solve this mystery before the killer escapes. The most unique aspect of the novel is that told by the perspective of Watson. The strategic move by Doyle allows the reader to quickly develop an emotional connection with the character and helps eases the process of characterizing Watson. Not only does Watson act as a narrator of the novel, he also bridges the connection between Holmes and the reader. I found that I often reacted in the same way Watson did to the amazing feats of Holmes. It is as if Watson's role was to represent the reader's reaction to Holmes. What makes this book so read-worthy is Doyle's storytelling. His careful use of diction and amazing imagery engulfs the reader into a universe of Holmes and Watson. He carefully draws and mesmerizes the reader while throwing them into the mystery of the novel. Many times I caught myself stopping to imagine the scenery and mood of the setting of industrial London. In addition to this writing, Doyle also divides the novel into two different parts. The first part of the novel describes a mysterious murder that happens in London and whose victim plays a gruesome death mask. Later, a second murder is discovered. It is not clear whether the two killings are connected, but the two men were associates, and so it's likely a conclusion. Though the victim's manner of death is quite different. Because it's the first story, there is also a meeting of Holmes and Dr. Watson, who becomes Holmes' roommate and soon become fascinated by the work of the world's first consulting detective. Part 1 is as one would expect of a home story in the setting and characters. The second part is out of the ordinary, but nonetheless fantasy. Part 2 begins with a man and a little girl being rescued by a caravan of Mormons. The two are the sole survivors of a Donner Party style ill fated wagon train through the Rockies. The man and the girl go on to live with the Mormons, if uneasily. Eventually, when the girl reaches the age, she falls in love with a non Mormon hunter. The polygamous Mormon face in a situation in which the demand for wives far outstrips supply. This sets up the intrigue of the story. The intrigue is eventually tied up by Holmes at the end of the second part. I would recommend this book for anyone who would enjoy a good old mystery. The plot is rather straightforward, but however, it is still quite great. There's so many cliffhangers, but then all get you satisfied in the end. A lot of twists, and of course, it's the first Sherlock Holmes book. It's always surprising to the end. All in all, A Study in Scarlet was very enjoyable because of its unique yet powerful storytelling. The characters are both likable and easily sympathized with. And those who prefer watching, I would recommend you to watch all Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch version, but hands down goes to Arthur Conan Doyle. Thank you.